Hi everybody, my name is Joe Guy. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I believe I've identified the problem with my audio. Why I might have been clipping a little bit on and off for the last few episodes. I think one of the reasons for that was because Skype, bless its little cotton socks, likes to control the volume of your microphone on the fly during a call, so that it kind of naturally balances your audio for the benefit of the person on the call. A noble feature, except for the fact that it doesn't fucking put it back to the level it started at the end of the call. So my microphone volume for the last few episodes has been way up, leading to yet another editing issue I'm gonna have to fucking workshop when I edit those episodes together, which is by far my least favorite thing to do in terms of this hobby. One of the reasons that, well, I've been, like, not doing so many episodes is because it feels like I'm constantly wrestling with editing software. Because Adobe Premiere Pro is my editing program of choice, and it's great. It's the best one, but it's still so bloody finicky all the damn time, and just does not want to behave with my system. It really sucks. So that's a shame. Shut up. Ugh, I'm in a sour mood. Cassandra, you're okay. You're fine. Oh,
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
Yeah.
We'll face Corypheus together.
There is not another man I would be more proud to fight beside. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, the man I love, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
You'll be divine? Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be the next divine, I assume.
If so, then what of us?
I live in hope.
We can still be together.
Can we? I'm not so certain. You haven't lost me yet.
It's a sweet scene. It's great to see the romantic side of Cassandra, because it is there, and I think it's something that she never really thought that she'd experience. Well, okay, maybe she did, but like, it was always separate to her. She certainly implied as much. It's nice to be able to give that to somebody, especially somebody deserving. It's not like it's not a pity love. Something which is truly earned, and the feeling of it being truly earned is something which makes it. Cullen. Ah, excellent. Cutscenes is what I was
Though all
hoping for.
before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you.
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little.
That's what it's
Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
for. Absolutely. Yeah.
From moments like this, perhaps.
There are fewer of those lately.
There's time now.
That's a nice scene as well. I love main story missions in RPGs for this reason, is that you often get stuff like this after the fact. It's moving us around a lot though. Hey Giselle.
I heard reports of the events at the Temple of Mathal, Inquisitor. It sounds magnificent. I hope we can explore it fully once Corypheus is defeated.
Maybe one day.
I'm surprised a Chantry mother wants to explore a temple full of references to elven gods.
The Maker is great enough to withstand whatever truths we uncover. Whether these elven gods were myths or simply aspects of the Maker, they are worth studying. But of course, all that must wait until Corypheus himself is defeated. Was there anything else, Inquisitor?
It's a good attitude, Giselle. Faith should be able to withstand truth. Unless that truth is literally your faith is wrong, in which case, well, then you can move on to it from something else. Take whatever new truth comes.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
Good question.
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
With most of the Inquisition forces still at the Temple of Mathal, it is surprisingly quiet. When your army returns, that will change soon enough. Soon, even Skyhold will be filled to bursting with believers coming to join the Inquisition. I have spoken with Ambassador Montillier. It will be tight, but we will have food and work for all.
Good, I'm glad. And you're alright, it is a little quieter around. I wonder Morgan's over there. She may be, but I don't want to speak to her yet because that advances the plot.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. With the rift near Crestwood sealed, the villagers have begun rebuilding their homes and lives. The people in the hills of Emprise de Lyon are safe again, thanks to you. They may even plant crops this season. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Sure, thank you.
Farewell, revered mother.
Until next time.
She's not here is cute. Just having a private moment to himself, I suppose. Huh. His chatting buddy went off to war, I suppose. Here we go. Oh god, what happened there? I do not know. But here I am. What the hell was I gonna say? While I wait for Varric's conversation to load in. Yeah, just that it is a little quieter around most of our forces away in Mythal. I remember thinking, well, wondering if we were going into the endgame today. But I think part of me knew that there was more to come. It did seem abrupt, as I mentioned, and
Inquisitor.
well, for whatever reason, I've only set aside a time to do 4 or 5 episodes today, so there you have it.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walked through a mirror, and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy?
Write it
I
down.
don't want to think about this anymore. Want to discuss something normal?
No, I don't think so. I'll see you later.
Carry on.
Like Varric a lot, he is unfortunately less interesting in this game for a couple of reasons. Though he has had some great moments, particularly with Cole. That was awesome to see. Solus is not here. Oh, he is here. Cool. Hey, buddy.
The Temple of Mathal was extraordinary. In all my journeys, I never dreamed of finding anything like it. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone. Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but ultimately a mistake.
Why?
Because while one selfless man may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
Never.
There's a first time for everything.
Perhaps. but it will not be this time. I believe even you know that.
Why is this so important to you?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You must not let false modesty allow you to pass your power to someone else. There are few regrets sharper than watching fools squander what you sacrifice to achieve. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
Okay.
You planning to leave before we take down the bad guy?
No, but there may not be a later. It seemed wise to say my goodbyes now.
Okay, thank you, Solus. Still one spot left on the wall, friend. Let's just see how this goes. Hey.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive.
And if you want.
All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
If you're here, you're not doing nothing, though.
You're not doing nothing, Dorian. You came here. You're fighting with us.
Thank you for saying that. I want to do more than stop Corypheus, however. I want to save my home. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
I think with Calpurnia being an influencer there's hope, but remains to be seen exactly what form that will take. Maybe we should try speaking to these people twice.
Questions.
No, I guess not.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
Tell you what I should do, I should use Dorian more. I was like, every time I think of him, I kind of remember, oh, I really like his various inputs that come up, but for some reason, I think it's the combination of being me being a mage and there being stronger reasons to take other members of the party whenever it comes up. But I think I'll try and bring him along to whatever the end game has in store for me. Oh, look who's here.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
What would you do?
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
It's as Vivian said. A perfect world which just I don't see existing. And aside from anything else, I've already supported Cassandra. Cruel to be kind, I'm sorry.
I don't support this. There are better candidates.
I see. Then I should be glad it's not up to you. It's time for change, Inquisitor. The Grand Clerics know that. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I won't make that mistake.
You can't force people to change their minds.
Then how will change ever come? People do not simply happen upon enlightenment. Most must be carried there. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. yet.
We'll see, Leliana. You have great and noble goals, and I suppose I wouldn't hate it if it wound up being you out of everybody. I understand that my support of Cassandra is not definite, that it can be a variety of other people dependent on the various choices that I've made throughout the game. Which, on one hand, is kind of frustrating. Like, I'd like to have, like, for this decision in particular, it'd be nice to have more control. But on the other hand, it's sort of fitting with the game's themes, so I'm kind of coming to peace with it. We'll just see how it goes. As Inquisitor, I only have so much power. Leliana speaks like a dictator, though. That's the thing. That's the thing which is majorly worrying me. Don't look, everybody. I got the tummies. I got the tummies. But she can try, and if she's able to force through her, if she's able to change enough minds to be able to be nominated as divine in the first place, then maybe she can change even more minds. I just don't like the idea of using extreme force to do so. Well, look where I've wound up again.
It's always wonderful to speak with you.
Mm-hmm. That's enough for now.
We shall speak again soon.
Into the pub.
Very well.
Load in. Give me that bard. Thank you very much. There she is.
Welcome back.
May it be with you.
Hey, Krem.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I missed a crazy find.
Yeah, why were you here?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Most of our people were at the Temple of Mythal. I've still got a few, though. Men who are recovering from wounds. I can send them around to rattle swords, wave flags, and look a lot larger than they are. It'll mess with enemy estimates of our numbers, so no one thinks Skyhold is undermanned.
Great, thank you.
We'll talk later.
With heart remiss for those who could not find the truth.
Nice tune.
Blinded.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit.
And dragons.
Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
Well, thank you, Bill.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
We'll see how it comes up. I tend to be a little bit more bravado-ish around Bill because I know he likes it, and part of Markus does want to please, you know, his companions and make friends. It's just part of ingratiating yourself. The small adjustments everybody makes to their personality when they're around certain people. Hey, buddy.
Inquisitor, you should have seen it. Darkspawn. We put your flag in the center of their bloody lair and held it.
Isn't he good? He's very good.
We are better than good. We'll prove we're an adventuring company of the Inquisition. Your company, Inquisitor. I said I'd pay you back, and I will.
Lovely, lovely. Crew of Masters operation available. That'll be definitely something worth looking into. Both Cullen and Leliana are ready to be dispatched again, I think. Or it might be Josephine, actually. Speak of the devil.
Quick with her bow, no one quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never quite the quietest girl. Her attacks are loud and they're joyful, but she knew the ways of nobler men, and she knew how to enrage them.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no, I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelas in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
You're gloating?
That's some long dead you're gloating over.
About time I got mine back. Elvie elves have shoved victim in my face 1,000,000 times.
Ah.
Like being sad makes them better than me. Turns out they're not victims. They're the same as everyone else. Arseholes. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
World makes a bit more sense to you, Sarah?
So your main takeaway is that elves worship demons?
Well, they never call them that, yeah? But that's what it had to be. I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
I mean, like, Giselle had a thing where they were, like, aspects of the Maker true, or they could just be really powerful in terms of, like, that tapping into the Fade. We've seen some powerful mages out there.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw...
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Cariffi's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
I think she's lashing out. Sarah's always really struggled with this stuff that she can't quite make sense of. It terrifies her, I think. So she's lashing out at me. I don't take it personally. Doesn't stop you. That's kind of argumentative. Well.
The Inquisition is probably used to me sounding like an idiot.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Cariffi fish. Whatever.
There you go. And you believe what you want. But it helps you sleep at night, Sarah. I don't think you're one of the scholars we want out in the field anyway.
Keep an eye out.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good. Cool cutscene. Love it. Better than another pop culture reference.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
Oh well.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
And it's the same thing I comfort myself with quite a lot.
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do.
There you go.
He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
You're welcome. Game not quite really sure what to do with night settings, is it? There you go. And Cole was just in there as well, I think. Yeah, there he is. Alright, well, we're definitely missing somebody. Oh god. I don't know why it affects me so. Like, well, it's really interesting to just see a little bit more from everybody. Not as much as I would have liked from Bull or from Varric. But there you go. Hey.
Corypheus is able to possess Grey Wardens, or so I hear. Perhaps it's a good thing I'm not a real warden.
It's a blessing. Warden or not, I'd hate to be on the other side of your blade.
Going up against a Darkspawn, and the last thing you want is a Grey Warden. Funny how these things happen.
I give Blackwall a hard time, kind of, internally and out of character, but I don't want to give him a hard time, like, to his face. Sounds two-faced, but in actuality, it's just about trying to make him feel better. The giving him a hard time is really just for fun, so there's no need to make him feel bad while doing it. Hey there. How you feeling about this these days?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Ciao.
Later then.
Speak with Morrigan in Skyhold's garden. You know, I've been to the bloody garden and she's not there.
Is this what war is?
So let me just check my inventory. We've got Marcus, Cassandra, Sarah, Dorian, Blackwell, Cole, Vivienne. And you, I was missing somebody.
Never been in one. Can't fight.
Doesn't seem quiet around here. Kind of contrasts with like the level I'm used to. Ooh, there's a buff fella. Is that a dwarf?
You're welcome, you know. You've always been welcome.
Yeah, it is. Hi. Huh.
So much has happened.
Glorious things.
Her
name.
What the hell was it saying? Oh yeah, just you get used to Skyhold being, you know, full of people to a certain extent, so it's interesting to see it less so. Vivienne and Josephine, that's who I got to interact with. Let's speak with Josephine first.
It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy man to the people. You'll enter legend.
Suppose so.
If it's true, may the Maker judge me worthy of the honor.
And there is the modesty people respect. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
Yeah. Thank you.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lord. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
So I can be after discovering that, you know, the Herald of Andraste thing was not quite as literal as perhaps I would have thought, but more and more, I think I'm coming to terms with it. The idea that the Maker always chose via fate, and to think that Andraste herself came before me is nothing short of pride. So having shed the pride of what I thought that fact was, it's starting to not feel prideful to lead in this way. It's starting to feel like I'm still leading because I have to. It's my duty. Maybe I would have never picked this up in the first place if I didn't have that literal facts to hold on to. The facts, quote unquote, it turned out not to be true. But now that I'm here, there is this feeling that I can do it. And so, in a way, I'm meant to be here. And what does being meant to be anywhere mean if you believe in something like the Maker? Herald may not be accurate. Chosen, perhaps, would be accurate. But I think I believe in it now. For better or for worse. Hey.
It's been quite the momentous day, hasn't it, my dear?
Lol.
We should probably give some thought to the very likely possibility that Morrigan will use her new power against us.
What's our plan if she does?
Circle records have limited information on shapeshifting. There are mentions of counterspells that may prevent mages from transforming or from reverting to their true forms. I have my people researching these spells now. If they have ever been documented, I'll find them. The pieces are nearly in place. We'll soon strike against Corypheus directly. You've done well. I will be proud to fight alongside you when the time comes.
Thank you, Vivienne. Any more?
Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
No, we're good, thank you. And there, the slight chink in the armor. I think, Marcus talks a big game about trust and working as a team, but I would be a fool not to take precautions. I'm debating whether or not to talk about a particular comic movie arc involving Batman, who basically took out a bunch of precautions against his friends. This is spoiler free enough that I think you shouldn't feel too bad about listening to it, but it's so I'm not even gonna tell you what it's from, but there we go. yeah, he took out a bunch of precautions against his friends, like researching how to bring them down because they're like so powerful, like all his superhero buddies. And that knowledge unfortunately got like seized by the enemy and used against them. But I think a lot of his friends had the issue with like, why was he researching that in the first place? And the answer was like, of course. Like when somebody is that powerful, you need to have a contingency in place. Now, excuse me, as I said before, if somebody was to ask me, do you trust Morgan? My answer would be yes with a question mark. Just would be. Because she hasn't betrayed us ever. But she has been secretive for the entire time I've known her, and she carries herself as such. I honestly think it's something she does at least partially deliberately. People think that she always has a plan or knows what she's doing or has something up her sleeve. I mean, Leliana would use exactly the same thing. It's an intimidation tactic, and I think Morgan does use it. And the side effect of that is to make her less trustworthy. But if it was just her, then I may still have asked Vivienne about the various precautions. But the fact that she's also got the Jas, we need to know. We need to know. And what else is a pet snake for? Except for getting them ready to bite. Which is a very metaphorical statement. Plenty of pet snake owners that I have known are ideally not preparing them to bite anybody. But you get what I mean. Vivienne is the person to research this. No, still gotta stop being silly. I'll end it here. So she can do her research and whilst, yeah, okay, she's Vivienne. I think I maybe trust Morgan more than I trust Vivienne. So if Vivienne had that power, I'd be like, ooh, dear. I mean, Vivienne, like Leliana, has good intentions, but whereas Leliana would do so selflessly, she would be ruthless selflessly. Vivienne would enact her good intentions in a self-interested manner. It's just the kind of way that these characters are. So I'm comfortable with the way that things lie. Morgan is the best person to have that power, I believe. With the only possible exception being Solus, but he wasn't willing, so there you go. Dorian, I don't know, I could have asked Dorian. He may have just refused as well, though. It felt like the choice was meant to be between Morgan and myself. Can't actually fly like that, by the way. So yeah. Well, today in today's session, we went to the Temple of Milenth. It's fucking awful with names. Went to an old elven temple and did some rituals and stuff, and really made some headway towards the plot, and now it's feeling like we're coming towards the end of it. Corypheus will attack us here, and we need to be prepared for him. We need to find a way to isolate that dragon. Morgan has a plan. I don't know where Morgan is. I just had a cast around from her in the garden. I still didn't spot her. So we shall just see. She might not reappear there until after I leave Skyhold and come back. But I don't think I want to do any more side quests. I mean, no, nothing's came up there about Calpurnia or anything like that. Yeah. So it's really all the side quest stuff, which, you know, fine, whatever, but I'm not too interested in. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is another session, about 5 episodes worth. I'll try and get some more out soon, but no promises, you know the way things are at the moment. Thanks for watching. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes next. With that little flourish, goodbye.